Good evening, President Holdis, brothers and sisters. It is an honor to be standing here before you after 5 very long years. We are one in spirit, and I have been asked to share a piece of my journey, so I offer this as one way in which I pray that I am part of that spirit. I'd like to offer a piece of my faith today. A piece of my journey that is core to who I am, and it continues to inform me as to my understanding of leadership. I stand before you this evening as one who was once a stranger. I was not born into this United Church of Canada of ours. I was born into a tradition, a faith tradition of the Syrian. And there are 3 things that I would offer you as I share my journey. The Syrian Orthodox, as most of the Eastern Church, after the fall of Constantinople in the 14th century, is a that has experienced oppression. And in that oppression, in many places it turned inward, and it developed rich ritual that allows the holy to speak through mystery. The other thing that oppression has done to the Orthodox Church is that it has become hierarchical. And so growing up in that church, the sacrament that we celebrate at an open table in our Protestant tradition is hidden behind the triptych. And in front of the triptych, only men are allowed to see the sacrament served. And if permissible, women are also present, though often behind walls. And the third thing that I would offer you is that whereas Western Christendom, when it goes to its worst, operates from a position of guilt, the Orthodox operates from a place of shame. So in that place is where my faith journey begins at the age of 5. At the age of 5, I was walking down a receiving line not dissimilar to a foul supper. And what you need to understand that in our foul suppers is that it always begins before it begins with our priest. And as I was walking down this line with my mother, I was the eldest great-grandson of an economist priest, which would be somewhat like a bishop. I was also born out of wedlock. And so as we came to greet our priest said to his Roman Catholic counterpart on that day, in a way that was not obscure, "This is the bastard child." I have, since that day, stood at the river as Jacob and wrestled with God. For I wrestle with the God who says, through the ministry of Jesus, that we are called to an inclusive love that is radical, and yet we create institutions that are exclusive and filled with judgment. 21 years later, in 1997, I became a member of the United Church of Canada. And I will close with the following, though there are many stories in between, that there are 2 particular reasons that I stand before you. And one was in 1986, that as a denomination, the United Church of Canada was the first to begin to move to heal through right relationships, the horrors that we had chosen to perpetuate against our Indigenous Aboriginal brothers and sisters. And the second reason is that in 1988, as an outsider, as a stranger, I watched this very strange Protestant denomination realize that inclusivity didn't just mean gender, it meant orientation. It meant that whoever comes to God's table must be accepted for who they are. And so as I leave and walk away from this table today, at the end of this 5 years, I offer this to you, that the work that you do this weekend will affect the stranger. And that I pray that you will continue to do it well on the shoulders of those who have come before us. Peace be with you.